Once upon a time in the charming little town of Wigglyburg, the residents were no ordinary townsfolk. They were animals dressed in tiny clothes, running businesses as if the whole place were a furry, feathered Wall Street. There was Charlie the raccoon, who owned the local bakery, Penny the peacock, the town's hairstylist, and Gerald the goat, who managed the bank, though he occasionally nibbled on important documents. One day, a newcomer arrived in Wigglyburg, a pigeon named Percy. Percy wasn't just any pigeon, he had big dreams and even bigger insecurities. He'd heard about the town's successful animals and decided he would fit in better if he pretended to be something he wasn't. So, Percy fashioned a little fake mustache, threw on a bowler hat, and waddled into town announcing himself as Percival P. Pigeon, world-famous architect. "Architect, you say?" asked Penny the peacock, tilting her head. "We could use a new town fountain. Ours is just a garden hose in a bucket." "A fountain? Puffed! Easy!" Percy boasted, though he had no idea how to build anything more complicated than a nest. "I'll design the most spectacular fountain Wigglyburg has ever seen." Soon, Percy had a clipboard, a team of helpers, and a lot of pressure. The townsfolk gathered to watch their new architect work. Charlie the raccoon baked cookies for the workers, Gerald the goat lent Percy some blueprints, and tried not to eat them, and Penny fanned herself with excitement. Percy, panicking, sketched out random scribbles that looked more like spaghetti than a fountain. He shouted things like, "Ah yes, the structural integrity of the flibber-flabber must support the whatchamacallit." The townsfolk nodded, impressed, even though no one understood him. When construction began, Percy's plans led to absolute chaos. The fountain ended up with pipes pointing in every direction. When Gerald turned on the water, jets sprayed everywhere, soaking Penny's feathers, launching Charlie's cookies into the air, and causing Gerald to swallow an important memo. "What's going on?" Penny squawked, drenched. "This isn't a fountain, it's a water park gone wrong." Percy tried to save face. "It's modern art, a metaphor for, unpredictability." The townsfolk weren't buying it. "Percival P. Pigeon," Gerald said sternly, his goat beard dripping. "Do you even know what an architect does?" Percy sighed and removed his fake mustache. "No," he admitted. "I just wanted you all to think I was important." Penny fluffed her feathers. "Percy, you didn't have to pretend to be something you're not. We like honest folks here in Wigglyburg." Charlie the raccoon offered Percy a cookie. "Next time, just be yourself. Who knows, maybe you have a talent we actually need." It turned out Percy did have a talent delivering messages. He became Wigglyburg's official mail carrier, zipping around town with letters tied to his little bowler hat. The animals loved him for his speed, accuracy, and cheerful demeanor. As for the fountain, they decided to keep it as it was. The Wigglyburg Splash Zone became the town's most popular attraction, proving that even mistakes can turn into something wonderful. And from that day on, Percy vowed never to pretend to be anything he wasn't, unless of course it involved Halloween costumes. The end. Subscribe, like, and share.